Everyone, it's Hayden. Today is January 5th. Yep, January 5th. And yesterday I scheduled my top surgery with Dr. Garamoni out of Florida. So I'm really pumped about it. I was just going to make a video kind of about that, about kind of everything that happened yesterday. There was a lot of stuff. What the consult kind of was about, or a general gist of everything that happened. So, Dr. Garamoni called me at about, it was 1:37. I remember because I was supposed to work until like 4, and I got someone to pick up my shift starting at 2, but then a couple days ago someone said they'll pick up my whole shift, and thank God they did, because he called me about 20 minutes before 2. So anyways, he called and we talked about, the double incision method, which is what I will be getting. And then he asked if I had any questions about the surgery, which I have already answered all my own questions about the surgery, really, with the amount of research that I've done. I asked some general questions, and then he asked me questions just basically about my health. And then if I didn't have any more questions about the actual surgery itself, he sent me on my way to talk to a nurse. So I did that. I talked to a nurse who we talked about, the financing options, scheduling, what all I need to do before surgery, all that good stuff. And she sent me like a little email packet that kind of went over what she said. So I scheduled it for June 1st of 2016. That is in 148 days from today. So that's really exciting. I'm just so pumped about it, but I'm also kind of concerned just about, I have a little bit more than enough money for the actual surgery itself, but not a whole lot of funds ready for the actual traveling expenses and the week in a hotel, flights, food, that kind of stuff. So what I plan to do is I applied for care credit and was approved for $6,000, which covers the fee I have to pay to Dr. Garamoni himself, or covers the rest of it after the $500 non-refundable down payment to schedule the surgery. And then to the actual hospital, you pay about $1,700 around there for anesthesia and stuff like that. So that cannot be paid with care credit. So I'll set aside that money just to pay up front, and then I'm probably going to pay for surgery with care credit at this point. In May, it has to be paid for a month before your surgery date. So I'll probably use care credit, and then I can get 6 months of no interest. So that gives me the bulk of my money to use on traveling there, and just to make sure that I do have some money for food, and it gives me a little grace period too. If I have to dip into surgery money for that, it gives me a grace period to save back up for it. So that's all that crap. I was also considering, so my surgery's on a Wednesday, my pre-op's on a Tuesday. We're gonna fly down on Monday, but I've been thinking about flying down on Sunday, just so we have kind of like the day Monday to like go to the beach or something. My girlfriend only gets a week off of work every year of vacation time, so she's using all of it for surgery, for my top surgery. and since she doesn't work on Sundays, we could leave Sunday and have one day where she can actually like enjoy the beach, and we can, you know, have a little bit of fun around where we're staying. And I figured I'm already using that much money. What's one more night in a hotel really, in the grand scheme of things, when we'll be locked in a hotel room the rest of the week? So I'm considering that. I'm looking at, you know, prices of different options and stuff like that. But overall, you know, minus being like a little bit nervous about that, I'm just so like pumped. I don't even know how else to describe it, like the way I feel. Chest dysphoria is one of my biggest issues, that just affects everything. I'm so excited to not have to wear a binder every day, and you know, I have two, but one of them doesn't work very well. It's kind of been dried a few times, and which is my own fault. So I kind of have one that I actually like and works well, and so that's just gross. I have to hand wash it all the time, and it's just such a pain in the butt to wear it all day and whatever. I'm sure many of you know how much binding sucks. So I'm just so pumped about that. I'm so pumped to like not have chest dysphoria anymore, and actually like let my chest be touched. Yeah, just all of it. I was a little bit worried before I scheduled it that I was gonna have to schedule it in July, but they had an opening in June, the beginning of June actually, which is when I wanted to have it, end of May, beginning of June, so that I had the entire summer to kind of enjoy. I know that I'll be wearing like a medical binder for a while, things like that, but for the most part, I'm just excited to, at least at some point in the summer, be able to not wear a shirt, or wear tank tops without a binder underneath, and like cut off tees. Like, I'm just so pumped about it. So yeah, and also I will be moving in August, so I was really worried that I wouldn't be able to actually physically contribute to moving, because as far as heavy lifting goes, I'll be out for 6 weeks, so if it was in July, you know, that wouldn't have worked. So yeah, also yesterday, in the info packet, they sent you some things like what do you have to do next. You have to send them a picture of 2 forms of ID, so either your driver's license, passport, or birth certificate, and only one of those things is up to date as of right now, and has my current name on it. So since I had kind of been putting off calling back to Des Moines or going back to Des Moines to just sign the paper I have to sign in front of a notary, I decided yesterday was a good day to do that. So I went down there, signed all the good stuff I had to sign, and it took about 10 minutes. By the time I actually found it, I got kind of lost, but yeah, the lady that helped me isn't the lady that usually deals with it. She told me she thought it would be done in a week. I'm expecting maybe a happy medium of about a month. So hopefully that my new birth certificate with my gender marker change, all that good stuff, will be here in about a month, with my fingers crossed. So a lot has happened already in the less than a week that we've been into 2016. I'm just so excited to see what this year brings me between top surgery, my 1 month on T anniversary, my 1 year, whoa, and just everything, all the opportunities I'm getting this year. I'm really just, pumped about it. So I think it's going to be a good year for me. And I'm just, so thankful for everyone I've had support me through all of this. All of just like the super kind words I've gotten throughout, from day one. It's just been really awesome. I also notice I say the word awesome a lot. I guess my brain can't think of a more sophisticated word than awesome. So everything is just awesome. I have gotten a few questions about these bracelets I was making. For those that don't know what I'm talking about, I had a box. I can't talk. A box of old clothes from high school and stuff. They are more feminine clothes, and I was kind of cutting them up, ripping them up, making bracelets out of them to sell and save money for top surgery. I thought, they look kind of cool, and it's kind of symbolic for me to get rid of that. Not necessarily get rid of, but transform that part of my life into what my life has transformed into. If anyone has any good platforms to sell things like that through, I've looked into Etsy, which I've been considering. I might just try selling them on Facebook, but that gets a little tricky with shipping costs. I don't know much about that, so if anyone has any good websites to sell things through, similar to Etsy, but maybe don't take money, I know that's not very likely, but let me know any advice you have. Again, thank you all for watching my videos and keeping up to date. For whatever reason, you have to do so. So until, I guess, January 24th, when I will be 10 months on hormones, I'll see you all then.